On this channel, we like to take a look at a lot of things that go trending, give my thoughts on it, open up to what people are saying online about it, and Pokimane has been viral, probably, I want to say like 4 or 5 times in the past couple weeks for the things that she said, but this one kind of takes the cake. This one is the weirdest one we have seen yet. We're going to talk about Pokimane and her editor and what her editor was doing in just a second. Before we do that, I do want to say hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's bring you over to Dexerto on Twitter, who has the clip. Pokimane reveals why her editor couldn't finish edits for her due to an addiction that he had. If you guys haven't seen this, what do you think the addiction was? Any idea? Any idea what that addiction could be? Let's take a look at this. I don't know what the volume's at, so I'll edit that.
Do you have time to talk? I'm ready to finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines.
Now, I've already seen this clip, of course, and people have been talking about it. I assumed that this would be a kind of confessing a love for you type story. I've just been thinking a lot, you know, like the Sims and how they be. I've just been thinking a lot about you and how maybe you would one day realize how much I like you and maybe you and I can have a streamer editor special little relationship, but it's so much worse than that.
And I said, oh, like, great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix.
He's like, yeah, Pokey, I got a fix for you.
Tell me why he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop touching himself.
That's crazy. That is crazy to admit. That is crazy to do in general. You have a job to do for somebody, by the way, but there's been a lot of replies over this. We're going to give my thoughts on it. And again, I would love to know what you guys think about it down below afterwards. But I wanted to take a look at a couple tweets. One in particular, one was a joke. And this is, I'll show you this one real quick because this is typically the stuff that you're seeing replied to. And there's not a lot of serious comments. There's a lot of, oh my God, this is so gross from women. There's a lot of guys posting stuff like this. Pokimane's editor after hearing this. So you get the point. But there was one that I found interesting. And I would love to know what you guys think about this down below afterwards, okay? So, username Crinden, I'm guessing that's how you say it. This is what they had to say. People are shaming the editor for admitting this to her, yet no one seems to have a problem with Pokimane publicizing a very personal problem. Regardless of how she feels about it, she didn't need to tell the whole world about this. This is where I have conflicting opinions on. And again, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments because it isn't right to post a personal problem, but at the end of the day, like, people like this need to be shamed, dude. You have a job to do, and you're wanking your hog to a streamer that you're working for. This is like going, like, could you imagine doing this in real life? Could you imagine, hey, I know I've been late to work, but I was on your Instagram. Like, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to say. It's a ridiculous thing to expect Pokimane to understand. It is gross. It is gross. So maybe shame is what this dude needs. If he needs it, maybe he'll not do that to any other person because he shouldn't be editing for anybody else. You're having your projects turn around a week late. A week late because you're busy touching yourself to her? What kind of sad love story do you think was going to come from that confession? Do you think like, this is what I don't understand about these Sims, dude. This dude probably really thought, like, if I'm honest and open to Pokimane, maybe she'll give me a chance. How did that conversation go? It's crazy. Hey Pokimane, are you ready to talk? Because I know I've been getting my work to you a little bit late, but I know the reason why, and I'd love to tell you, and it's just because I've always loved you, and I've been thinking a lot how to bring this up to you, and I wonder how vulgar he was. Because is it an addiction? Did she say, it's like, I guess I was addicted to touching myself. Like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Or maybe, like, he gets off on the trouble. I don't really know. This is someone who is completely out of touch with reality, and it's just, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this because on one thing I understand that you shouldn't be publicizing a very personal problem. I'm not above the opinion either that Pokimane made this up because she seems to be a deeply dishonest person. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe she just wasn't making content and then just wanted to just hit the headlines again because, you know, people in the spotlight oftentimes like to be addicted to the getting views and stuff. Like I said, Pokimane, like on this channel, we take a look at things that start trending, and Pokimane has been trending quite a few times but then again, Pokimane could post a video rolling around in the chair in a room by a couch, and then that would go viral too. So I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that she's not making it up because I can see a lot of Sims like, oh my God, Pokey, I'll edit for you. And then, oh, could you imagine the folders that this guy saved, by the way? the folders that he has of, he's just, oh man, making me uncomfortable just thinking about that. And I know Pokey sits there and she tries to be cute and everybody and like make a bunch of guys like her, right? But that doesn't make it okay for this. It still makes it gross for the people that do this. Like, you know, the way I think about it is this guy's saving a bunch of clips from Pokimane. This guy's supposed to be doing a job for Pokimane. Pokimane is sending him, I don't know how much content, like hours and hours and hours. It's probably, you probably can't even count it, the amount of hours that she is sending this person clips, and he's just, instead of doing his job that he's supposed to do, he's just touching himself to it. I think that's crazy. Like, it's one thing to find somebody attractive. It's one thing to maybe even, like, this guy probably wants to be a Pokemon. That's probably what the call was. And there's one thing to, as much as I even disagree with it, you know, pleasure yourself to some specific things online that are tailor-made for that. But the way I look at it is this girl didn't want that. This girl didn't want that. She was sending you videos of herself so you can do a job for her, and instead you're doing that. It's gross. So, honestly, I feel like something like that should have been publicized. But then again, I also have a conflicting opinion of it. It's a very personal problem. Maybe it's an addiction, but I don't want him to start doing this to other people. I feel bad for those people, you know? There's a lot of moving parts to it, man, because again, I know Pokemon's dishonest. I know she could just be making up the entire story, but at the same time, this is something really, really gross. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Let me know what you guys think down below. Very weird story. I guess there's not a ton to digest, right? Pokimane has been making videos because her editor called her. That conversation must have been so uncomfortable, dude. What did he think was going to happen? Oh, I understand. Would you like any help with that? If I touched you, would that make you better? Editor? Hey, like, I understand. Let's work through this together. We got to get those videos out. How about I take care of you? How about I just fly down there? Like, did he expect that to happen? Like, crazy world we live in, man. Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, guys, there's not a lot to break down here. I probably talked more than I intended to for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the entire situation down below, and check out this video over here that I'm currently getting a ton of hate on. That is about Tfue taking pride out of killing something. Watch it and you'll find out what I'm talking about. I'll see you later, guys. Take care.